Hello to all you fantastic people. Welcome back to another cast of the Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.02 version 7. This is your broadcaster Farron, and in case any of you did take a look at my schedule I posted on Monday, you can see this is going to be another 1 versus 1, and today's map is going to be Fords of Isen. Now if you do not take a look at the schedule, you will take a look at that, or I can just tell you right now, I don't want to be too much of a prick and make you check out my schedule to find out what's next. So tomorrow is going to be coming up. It's going to be another live cast, the second one since the start of my channel. But anyway, I'm going to be doing after that on Monday. You're going to be seeing another schedule come up. So stay tuned for next week's schedule coming up. But anyway, in this game here, we do have in this matchup is going to be the red Angmar of Asba apostrophe, is very important that you say that apostrophe. Punctuation saves lives. And in the southeast is going to be the royal green men of the west of Brabox. Now, as you can see, Brabox going for that stable start. Going to be out of position, so you can tell it's going to be a cav elite start. I couldn't remember what the name was. Whereas you do have Asba going for traditional start. Both players very strong in their right. I might even go to say they are close to the same level of skills, so you could see a very interesting game going on here. With Men of the West, I do very much prefer, as I've mentioned in the past, I do love to use these inns to get those Galadrim warriors. They are quite nice to use instead of wasting money or spending money on archery range. And there is going to be the cavalry out and the stable deleted, and Brabox is going to be immediately putting that into putting up a barracks. And that cavalry is going to come out and initially destroy that first battalion from Asba there. He's going to have no harassing battalion so far, as well as this cavalry going to be able to move around and start harassing immediately. If I were Asba, I would be setting a builder over here to put a wall hub up, try and block it off as far as from the fortress, and that's exactly what he's going to do there. As you do want to keep your opponent from getting that advantage of being in the farthest spot and being out of range of that fortress there, forcing them to have to attack either on the sides here in range of the fort, or just have to go somewhere else. Now this one, gonna not have that wall hub going up for it. Some Ruder Spearmen coming in, but not going to be enough. Maybe the mill is going to be at half health, and Brabox is going to choose to pull his cavalry out of there. I think he could have done a little more damage. Might have wanted to have that rally call that he has a standby on them. Asba does have a war chant office to use as well. He is going to be creeping this warg there in the cove of his side of the river there, and getting another Hall of Warriors up, which should be a Hall of the King's Men. Brabox opting to go for archery range, getting that Gunner Archer battalion coming out, and Brabox is gonna look to try and do some harass here while he can get this army production up, because he is a bit behind with losing that, with destroying that cavalry. He's stables. He's gonna be a little bit behind on his normal unit production here. He's really relying on that cavalry to do the harass and keep his opponent out of his base really that much, as he doesn't really have too much to protect it. Asba going to be chasing this cavalry, as the cavalry is still not able to do it. Asba going to pop up another wall hub there, kind of out of position there. It's not really going to save his mill from being attacked out of range of the fortress there, but it does scare off the cavalry of Brabox. It's going to end up heading back to home, probably to heal up or just recoup. Now Brabox is going to be grouping up his troops there, rally calling them, and they're going to send them across the river to go do some harassing damage. This cavalry here needs to be careful with these Rudolph Spearmen. It looks like Asba did manage to get across the ford finally, and is going to be looking to start harassing his opponent here. Going to be engaging a Gondor Archer battalion here. That's going to be bad for Brabox. He's going to lose that whole battalion immediately, pretty much. Those knights are going to get that mill right over there, and going to look to try and find somewhere else to do. Thrust some to these troops away from them in battle, so these archers can melt down these troops of Asba. Asba is going to be, however, reinforcing it as he is being attacked right in front of his production buildings, and those Throwmasters are going to be coming out quite fast and easily into the middle of the fight. However, these archers are going to be able to melt these troops. I think he did manage to get a whole Thrall. I'm not sure if it was a Thrallmaster before it was summoned in. That is one of the annoying things about the Thrallmasters, is if you lose a Thrallmaster, even after you press the button and the timer is completely flipped out, and then it's summoning in with a horn there. If you kill them before the unit spawns in, you still will lose the Thrallmaster and look at the unit, and it's really annoying. I do prefer to leave the Thrallmasters unsummoned until the last second, but it is very risky as you could lose the whole Thrallmaster quite quickly, especially with the Battle Wagon. If your opponent has the Battle Wagon, yeah, your Thrallmaster is dead before it can even get that Rooter's Chairman out. Asba, however, is going to clean up these forces at home and be able to send some troops across the fort to do some harass. Looks like Gollum is going to be on, or the ring's going to be on in this game, and Gollum's going to be kind of traipsing along the top of the map here, kind of trying to stay hidden. Don't think he'll blend in with the blackness though, as nothing will blend in with the void over there. Looks like the cavalry Brabox is going to make it a level 2, so he can start putting that in hold ground stance at base in his base and get to regen its units there. Brabox is still producing Gondor archers. Could potentially see him go for a Athelian Rangers soon, or excuse me, a level 2 range for some Athelian Rangers soon. Asba going to be sending these Thrallmasters balls deep. I'm not sure what he's doing here, but he's going to be losing both these battalions, and he's not going to be able to have them go home and retain and regen there. Going to be crossing the ford here for the north. Brabox moving up to meet him. Actually kind of pincering him here, so kind of a weird play, but these archers are going to be protected except for this flanking Rohan or Rudolph Spearman here. The axe throwers and all the Gunabeds are going to be chased off by this pincer move by Brabox there. So kind of a good troop placement there. Only one unit going to be able to get through over here. Brabox is still producing units. Does have 2 barracks up now. He is expanding to the south over here, so he could potentially get some good expansion of his economy in here. But here comes Asba expanding this way as well, and Asba might have to fight with him for that, vie with him. It looks like Gollum might have been spotted here. It does say the stealth unit has been discovered, so I think he might have been spotted, and you could see the ring being dropped here. However, I do not think that the ring will be playing into this game at all as far as seeing the ring hero. Brabox going to get a good trample there on those axe throwers, I believe. Maybe there's the Gunabed orcs, I'm not sure which it was. And there goes Gollum, swearing to be good, but no one trusts Gollum, and so he will die and lose the ring, just like he did in the movies. Maybe not in the exact same way, but you know, doesn't matter. We'll just forget the canon and go with it. Brabox going to get a good trample there, but the farm is going to go down, so not much picked up there, as these Gunabed orcs are not going to be worth the loss of the whole battalion, and he's very close to losing it. We'll be able to get it home though, and we'll start regenerating those units. Brabox going to send some Gondor soldiers as well as the Gondor archer battalion home, maybe to protect, as he is going to be losing this barracks here, as the war chant is on all these troops here. And they're going to receive that plus 50% armor and damage, and it's going to really help them out when they take out that. Might even get the farm down as well. Brabox is going to be trying to move over to do some harass though with this 3 Gondor soldiers as well as the archer battalion here. Needs to be careful to not take any unnecessary losses to these warglaives though. Brabox's cavalry is going to be moving around, not able to deal with this harassing battalion though, as cav against pikes is generally never a good combo to have. Just a word of advice for everyone. You do have these troops for Asba's going to be sneaking around, trying to find something, some farm or something to attack. Going to be halting on the back of the base. These archers might potentially pick some of them off. It looks like the ring is not going to be moving at the moment, but it has been picked up. Looks like a Troll Wolf then will be up almost level 2 for Asba, but it's going to go down to those upgraded troops for Brabox. That's going to be a good pickup for him, making his opponent waste a bunch of resources on the upgrade as well as losing the building itself. Might even get the Holy Warriors. Okay, the Hall Kingsman is going to go get snowbinded by Asba, but the mill is going to go down. The hub mill is going to be important. And I did say it's going to go down, and then Brabox pulls out at the last second, balking a little there. I'm not sure what he was doing. It looks like Asba's going to be moving over here, going to delete this, going to find a farm over here, but Brabox not going to give his opponent that experience there. Isabel will have her get the experience of this unit in the back of the base of Brabox there to him. Brabox going to get this farm, I think, down as well, or this mill down, but he's not going to get this mill right over here, and I think that's kind of a mistake. He pulled back when he really shouldn't have pulled back there. Brabox does have the ring, but I don't think it should go to Gondor. Gondor should not get the ring. We all know what's going to happen there. Denethor is going to jump off of a flaming bridge, whether he gets the ring or not. Ooh, and that was just lovely to see right there. The charging of cavalry into pikes is always amazing. Brabox still managed to keep the battalion alive though. I'm impressed with that. But you do see the expansions meeting each other. Actually, Brabox's expansion did get snipped in the bud by Asba here, and it's not going to really be going much to the west over here. These Thunders are gone. They're going to try and get out of there. Not close to level 2, so I'm guessing he's just going to try and put him by a well so that he'll heal up at his base. And exactly that is right. There is going to be a well going up in the base of Brabox here. However, these Gunner Knights don't really need a well as they are level 2. Maybe they'll get a couple more ticks of health off on their units. More harassment from Asba, but finally some rangers on the field for Brabox over here. He's going to be able to melt these troops from afar. Going to be a builder over here right on the edge of the map trying to hide in the void just like Golem did. Unfortunately, we saw how Golems worked, and I don't think the builder should stay there for very long. Going to be Hawaldar, though, coming out for Asba. He's going to be buffing these troops as they go in to creep this Warglare right over here. Alright. So both of the Warglares on the western side of the river have not been creeped, but both of the Warglers on the northern side of the river, or the eastern side of the river, are being creeped right now. Brabox going to be trying to move into some harass, but Asba going to be right there when he goes by, and he's going to find those units and work them down. But these units are going to go through unmolested. There is a Thrallmaster, actually 2 Thrallmasters in front of the base, so all these troops might actually die there. You do have these troops for Brabox, or excuse me, Asba though. Excuse me, I'm going to call them about Asba after the cast I did, I think it was last Friday. It looks like another Hall of Kingsman isn't be going up for, or is up for Asba. He's making this one a level 2 though. Might be going for some Black Numenoreans though. Potentially, I would more likely think he's going to go for those Dark Rangers. Needs to get those higher tier archers. That is a legitimate strategy that most people will do in a Angmar matchup. This cavalry is still alive for Brabox. Going to be harassing these troops, especially these harassing troops. The harassment troops have been harassed. It's harassception. God help us all. These spearmen actually not going to be able to work on this mill, as there's going to be a snowbind being casted by Asba here. And as far as powers do go, you have Brabox with 12 power points. He's not spending that at all, but he does have that rally call, but he could go for a 10 or a 5 here, and he's not choosing to do so. Asba himself, however, does have 2 5s and or I think it was 5 actually. So he has War Chant, Snowbind, as you can see right there, and the Whirlwind, as well as 7 power points. So I feel like Asba has a severe power point advantage. I think it's 5 extra power points over his opponent there. That's really going to play out hugely in the future here, as he's going to have 5 power point advantage to any higher tier power over his opponent. That is unless Brabox does end up choosing to go straight for a higher tier power, while Asba does foodle around in the lower tier powers, such as you can see here with Brabox getting a 10 power point, the Hobbit summon, and then Asba sitting, however, with all 3 of his 5s and an 8 power point, just about to get his 10 power point, but he is a little bit behind on that tier up. Gonna be rallying going down here, but there's the Hobbit summon on the back line of this army of Asba here, and it's gonna be pincered here. Gonna be Frodo, I would think, gonna be using that Field of Galadriel to stun all these units, or at least cause them to scatter in fear. This Warg's gonna be doing work, however, working down these Hobbits, and Pippin's gonna go down. Actually, I think he's not. I think the Warg will die to Pippin and the Gunner archers. You do have these axe throwers actually over here. I'm not sure what they're doing for Asba. They're sitting there not. I think they're just gonna regen over there, trying to hide, as I don't think Brabox has vision of that. Brabox still with these Gunner Knights, going to be continuing to be a nuisance to his opponent there. Brabox trying to get this mill down. I don't think it's going to be enough though with just that 1 soldier. And you have all these troops of Asba here in the way. I don't think Brabox is going to make any headway here. And there he is, the level 3 Hall of King's Men, and those Dark Rangers going to be coming out. No banner carries being researched though, as I feel like that's really worthwhile to get them researched and immediately get your Thunder Rangers with that long shot. Because if you can get the Whirlwind long shot wombo combo, it's incredibly powerful for Angmar. Even made more so if you do have Morgamir with his debuff. Brabox not really teching into anything besides those Athelian Rangers. Could potentially see him go for a level 2 barracks with those tower guards. Maybe see him going for fire arrows. I don't think anyone's gone for any of the inns, either of the inns here. But you do have Hawaldar gonna be level 3. They does have that brigandage ability, so all these troops are gonna be, all these Rudar troops are gonna be getting the resources off of the kills there. So that's gonna help them have a bit of an eco advantage. However, he is going to be losing this troop right over here with the pincer from Brabox completely surrounding them by the bank over here. And those axe throwers still sitting there for Asba. I really feel like he should do something with them, as Brabox clearly has no idea that they are there. And I say that Brabox does have vision of that one Thrallmaster, but I don't think he's worried about that, or maybe he's just not noticing it. You do have Asba does have that Rudar or the Gundabad Orc summon, so he could potentially see this go down in the next engagement, or maybe as a harassment in the base of or Brabox over here. But Brabox is going to be going for a Theoden here, so he's going to want to get that fast leadership on the field. Might want to dismount though, as he doesn't need Theoden running into all these pikes like he always does. Because there's so many of these Rudar Spearmen on the field. So many Spearmen on the field in general, the Rohan and the Rudar Spearmen. All these Gondor soldiers going to be in whole ground stance, as well as the shield wall. But I don't think it's going to be enough for those Dark Rangers there. Going to be that Gundabad 7 going down the archer line of Brabox though, and that's going to help this engagement go clearly in the favor of Asba. But here comes the cavalry going to the backside. However, there's going to be the Rudar Spearman summon from Hualdo there, and that's going to be most of that cavalry battalion going to be down once again. It's going to go back through. Going to go back through the reinforcing pike battalion here, reinforcing Rudar Spearmen, and somehow, some way, Brabox is able to keep this Gondor Knight battalion alive. It's going to be able to get home, I think, safe and sound. Theoden is dismounted though, so he won't be dying anytime soon. At least we hope he won't be dying anytime soon. It looks like Brabox is trying to pick off this build over here, and I think he will get it off, as Asba is trying to foodle about and get the wall hub and keep his opponent unable to target it, but wasn't able to do it fast enough of those. He was able to target down the wall hub before it was able to get any percentage on it, and Brabox was able to pick off that builder with the Lithalian Rangers there. And Brabox is trying to hold on to these forces of Asba here, as Asba is moving into his base with a lot of troops, and he does have to deal with the long shots from the level 2 Dark Rangers there. Dealing significant damage to all these troops here, not enough to take care of them though, as there's only one battalion of those Dark Rangers with the long shot in the area. There's one in the north there, but it's not really close enough to do it, as this long shot is not a entire map range. You have to be nearby the unit to be able to use that long shot. Going to be another Troll and Wolf Den going back up for Asba, and he's going to take this one up to level 2 as well and get those Snow Trolls on the field. So maybe he's going to try and do some harass with that. Do feel like he doesn't need to be worried about though all the Rudar Spearmen that could be lying around in wait, or excuse me, the Rohan Spearmen that could be lying around in wait. And these Axes are still not doing anything. I think Brabox has found them though, and he's going to be targeting them down. But here comes the Snow Trolls on the backside with Asba's forces reinforcing the rear, and he's going to be able to take all these troops. These Axes, however, going to go down to the Lithalian Rangers. But I say that, and then the Snow Trolls come in and just trample the entire battalion pretty much. Hualdo are on the run from these Rudar Spearmen, Rohan Spearmen, excuse me, with the name Spearmen in both of them starting with R. I'm going to get them a little bit confused. What's the difference anyway? Rudar, Rohan, you decide. It looks like these orcs are going to be able to find this mine, or this farm, and take it down, as well as these Stone Trolls are going to take out the forces that took out the Axe Throwers, so everyone's taking out something over here. I could use some takeout, maybe a steak or two, maybe some burgers, or some tofu. I don't know. I don't know if the Snow Trolls feel like eating tofu. Maybe it would help with them with their ugly model. It's just really not the most impressive. But they're going to find this farm over here, and as you can see from the golden glow, I do believe Asba will see it as well. There is a marketplace up on the field for Brabox. I believe it hasn't been up for a while. I just haven't noticed it. But there's the level 2 barracks. Going to be some tower guards coming out. Level 2 stables back on the field, and so we're here on the field for Brabox. So he's going to be trying to go for more cavalry. Might see if Theoden gets himself leveled up, which I think he will be doing if he's in the midst of this, wherever he is in the midst of it. And he will get leveled up. You will might even see a glorious charge go down, and that long shot from those Rangers is going to be quite effective at taking out all those troops. Going to get all those spearmen down, and the cavalry from Brabox really should be moving in right about now. But there's that 15 PowerPoint summon. Or maybe it's a 10. I can't remember if the 10-15 PowerPoint summon of the whites on the troops here. They're going to be able to work down all these troops. Brabox is going to have to retreat there. You do have these troops, however, the goblins or Gundabad orcs going to be taking out the farm over here, I think. But these Rohirrim and the Gunner Knights going to be able to take them out themselves. You need to be careful that they don't charge into the midst of the pack there and get decelerated like that. Brabox going to be thrown up at the emergency tower. It needs to be holding off any sort of troops from destroying his production buildings over here. It does look like there's going to be these whites going to work on this farm over here. The Dark Rangers, however, need to be careful as there's all this cavalry coming straight their way. Does Asba have something to counter this? I don't think so. There's the first battalion is going to be going down. Is the second battalion going to go down? I don't think so. These spearmen are going to be able to come in. And actually, Brabox is going to go balls deep into there and going to lose. I think he's going to lose that whole Return battalion with that whirlwind there. Going to get this level 3 Goner Knight battalion that's been with him all game safe though. So it's going to head home and heal up. But these Snow Trolls now going to be looking for some harass. Going to find potentially this farmer right over here. Or maybe even the Goner Knights. Maybe that's their purpose for going over here, is to find those Knights and take them out. For dinner, of course. Going to be Boromir on the field as well. So we could very quickly see him get that Horn of Goner stun on all those troops. And the long shot of the Athelian Rangers is going to be quite effective in that situation. However, I don't see any Athelian Rangers on the field. I don't think Brabox has any in production either, so... excuse me guys, a little bit late here. It's not too late though, as I'm going to be casting this and I'm not going to be too tired about this. But it has been a long day, so pardon me if I'm going to be yawning. And actually I can't think that the fact that I burped at all this cast, so... let's not jinx it, but we might not be burping this cast. Which usually appears right at the very beginning. There's going to be the Morgmere on the field though, and it looks like Asba did end up capturing the ring, so we could see a Sauron, though the chances of that are going to be very low indeed. A Sauron in 2.2 is not that overpowered anyway, so it's not really worth spending 10,000 resources on it. There's that field village. We're going to be scattering all these troops. The cavalry are going to try and find something to pick off, but not really going to be able to do so, as there's just so many of these Rudor Spearmen in the clump over here. As you actually have some troops marshalling on the eastern or western embankment over here, might be pushing across, waiting for these Thrallmasters to summon in some axe throwers, maybe some Greenbed orcs. I really feel like Asba should be pushing across though, not lulling his opponent with, or just lulling off his opponent there. Walder going to come in though. Does he have that Hillman summon off to stand by? He does not. So we won't be seeing any of those summoned on the cavalry of Brabox here. There's going to be the summon coming in. It's going to be some Rudor Spearmen. But this troop has already crossed the embankment. Going to go for some more harassment. And Asba not really going for much in the way of infrastructure over here. I really feel like that might be something that he needs to get into, is take care of the infrastructure of Brabox here. Just harass his opponent's economy. Keep his economy unable to support the production of his units, but then start taking out the buildings and force him to spend even more money than he needs to. It looks like this troop of Asba will have to turn tail and flee, or at least the Snow Trolls will, as actually there's going to be some Hill Trolls coming in to reinforce, and Hill Trolls are a very strong unit, a very strong, tanky, and they can deal a high amount of damage, especially when they get the upgrades on them. Going to be a bit of a clash with the cab over here, as the Snow Trolls work on taking out these Rohirrim, and the Rohirrim work on taking them out. And the question is, who will end up being victorious over here? There's ever going to be that Gundabad summon going down on all these troops of Brabox, and there's going to be the Snow Trolls trampling all the troops. So it's going to be a really bit of a big loss over here. I think the only thing that could turn it around would be Boromir with his Horn of Gondor, but there's just too many enemies here, and there's no real troops of Brabox to take them out. He does, however, have these troops in the middle here, going to be working on this Black Numenorian banner carrier, which is probably for a Dark Ranger. Looks like Theoden does have level 5 now. Then at level 6 he will get that glorious charge ability. Gonna get a builder as well of Asba. Might get the troll layer up here, but he's not gonna be able to see these Athelian or these Dark Rangers over here. And wow, that was a bit of a mistake there. Asba having that Thrallmaster of the Rudor Spearmen in front when facing the troll there, and troll takes it out and the entire battalion just goes down so fast. A real downside to the Thrall system there. Walter gonna be level 6 now, so I believe as he does get leveled up, his Summon Hillman ability begins to level up. But there's gonna be the Glorious Charge, and the Summon Rohan allies gonna be going down. So his troops gonna be trying going down, do some damage. Might see these Hell Kingsmen going down. Maybe the the slaughterhouse, or excuse me, the mill gonna go down. There was gonna whirlwind there, but with the glorious charge armor added on, as well as the leadership bonus from Theoden, these troops are not gonna be dying anytime soon. Morgan gonna be, I believe he is about level 2. Actually, as soon as I say that, I realize he is not level 2. He is still level 1. So there's gonna be no debuff on any troops in the area until he gets to that level 2. Wall hub's going up on the fortress for Asba as he needs to protect it from any sort of fort rush his opponent might go for, including, but not limited to, that glorious charge. Looks like a bit of an engagement over here as Asba tries to make a push over here, but Brabox is there to meet him, but there is a blight gonna go on all those troops. And some whites are going to be coming out immediately, and they're going to be working on those units, and it becomes a snowball in this blight. As when one white is created, he starts damaging all those troops, taking out more, and it just keeps building until all those troops become whites. Brabox able to get these troops out, but these Athenian Rangers at such low health, and actually doesn't have a farm. It's a little bit out of position. These the Warg pack over here going to be able to start working it down while next to its lair there. Kind of a mistake, I do believe, as I do that sometimes, and it's really annoying to have your eco right next to right next to a creep, and then have the creep destroy it. And it looks like Brabox was able to do good damage with those Rohan allies. He's able to take out 1, 2, I believe, level 3 mills. Those did leave the third one up, so I'm not sure what happened there. So he did, I believe, have the damage. Maybe he wasn't able to, he was stunned or something. But this hull gonna be at level 1, but it's gonna be at half health. I don't know why I said level 1. I was more concerned about the half health. You have the snow trolls gonna be moving across the map here for Asba there. I'm gonna try and do some harass. Needs to be careful though, once again, as those Rohan spearmen and the tower guards will be everywhere. With these battalions of cavalry going to be healing up at the well over here, I don't see... Okay, Theoden is in the mix over there, and he's halfway to level 7, but he gets all of his powers at level 6 there. Asba going to be harassing in the north, be pushing on this expansion of Brabox, and he's not really able to keep much of an expansion going up for him. Going to be all these troops summoning in, more rangers coming in. Does Asba have that... Excuse me. Does Asba have the banners? He does have the banners, and he should be putting those on those units momentarily, as he needs those banners on the units. Gonna be the white summon going down here, and also a Tom Bombadil summon going down by Brabox. You're gonna try and Sonic Song all these troops into oblivion, and he's gonna get that off and take out a lot of them. I don't know if it's gonna be enough though, as there's still a lot of troops here. Brabox going to be taking out this mill over here, or excuse me, the wall hub or whatever it is, trying to get the builder over here, but Asba really needs to be careful as he's building a mill instead of a wall hub there. And that mill can go down faster than the builder can produce it, and then the builder will be surrounded by those troops and he's going to go down. It's going to be 2 builder kills, I believe, for Brabox there, so it's a bit of a good pickup for him there. Gonna be the hottest one going on, but Whirlwind gonna go down on all those buff troops, and Asba's gonna turn tail and run, and try and wait for this units to time out as well as the buff, until he can make a push again. Doesn't want to be engaging with the odds ever against him. You do have these troops. Gonna take out the troller that was taken out earlier and finish it off, and maybe get the cash off of it, or maybe just forget all about it. I'm not sure, as those the building row was still there. Theoden is still there as well, but I feel like he's gonna get queued away. So he's gonna hit Q, and he's gonna just wander away. And you do have all these troops going to be moving in. Only one Rohan Spearman they're going to be in there, and potentially a fear of some sort, or maybe just some sort of scatter in the area. Could see these archers very unprotected. Snow Troll's going to be going for this cave troll over here. I'm not sure what they're doing here, engaging at point blank range with a cave troll. I feel like they're going to die quite quickly. Asba going to be at home, going to be producing more units, or excuse me, some Brabox. Brabox at home, producing more units, healing them up. Here comes Asba though with those half trolls going to coming in, trying to take out the cavalry. The tower guard's going to try and engage in the front, but the hill troll's going to get to the backside and maybe start swinging at these cavalry here. I'm not sure. You do have all those hobbits going to be still alive for Brabox. Gonna be the Gunabet summon and all those troops, so Brabox there. Gonna throw in a heal, but needs to be careful as he might lose all those troops there. And Theoden goes balls deep into the midst of all the pikes, and he's gonna have a while getting out of there. and he needs to be careful of losing himself, as Theoden dies super fast, especially if he's facing flanking cav or flanking pikes. It's going to be a huge loss for him. Morgan going to be level 2, does have a Dread Visage, and going to be working on all these troops as they're clumped up, but he doesn't have any splash damage, which is a pity, as if he did, he'd be able to work them all down at one blow. And that would be something I would watch over and over again. It looks like these tower guards are not going to be able to make it around, but these ruins here are going to be able to make it, and they're going to start taking out this farm right over here. These neutrals are going to try and go in and do some harass, but here comes the cavalry of Brabox to counter it. However, I think the furnace or the slaughterhouse will go down. As soon as I say that, once again, the snow trolls turn tail and flee as they see all the cavalry coming after them. Need to be careful to not lose his snowball cavalry. Asba, however, does have all these troops in his base and going to be moving them across the map to try and meet up, I would think, with all these troops so he can make a larger push. However, these troops are going to push across the ford anyway, and I think he might have wanted to hold up for all these troops to arrive. Brabox going to be putting up a blacksmith over here, going to be going for some upgrades, as he probably does have an eco advantage of some sort. Does have 2 5s, 2 10s, and a 15, as well as a 14 power points. Whereas Asba has got 3 5s, 3 10s, and then 2 15s there. Both of those 15s are going to be purchased. He's sitting on 3,200 almost. Morgan almost dying. There's going to be a witching on the field for Asba there, so kind of a different play. You don't normally see that. But you do have Brabox sitting at 16 power points, whereas Asba sitting at, or excuse me, Brabox sitting at 16 power points, while Asba sitting at 9. So a bit of an advantage there as far as how fast he can tech up to the next level of power points there. But Brabox does have to worry about his opponent, who has that giant summon. And if these Ruined Spearmen can get them in the right spot, they'll be able to protect the giants from being able to be attacked by all these Rohirrim here. There's going to be the Dunedain ally summon though, trying to work on these units from afar and get those black arrows on there. I would think would be a good choice, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It looks like these gunner archers are kind of taunting the guy at the mill over there, saying, "Hey, you gotta mill things." Oh, that's funny, man. We're just gonna go taunt you because we really do enjoy that. Brabox does need to be worried as these giants are still alive. Gonna get this level 3 farm, I believe. Might even get the level 2 range if he's not careful. Asba does have all these Throwmasters, so you go home and start regaining the troops there. You do have some tower guards coming out over there. Asba sitting at 15, 15, 10, 10, 10, then 3 5s there, so he's not really teching up, as he is saving for that 25 power point, I think, with 14 power points. You do have Brabox, however, is going to be sitting at 2 10s, 2 5s, 2 15s, and not really saving for that Army of the Dead, I believe is what he can go for on the right side of the power tree over there. The Giants finally going to go down to his tower guards there, but not for taking out a significant amount of infrastructure for Sabubu. Or excuse me, not for Sabubu, for Brabox. I don't know why I said Sabubu there. But anyway, you do have a forward force coming up for Asba here, and he's going to try and get those Trollstone throwers out to take out his opponent's fortress from afar. He needs to get the siege going. You do have Asba sitting with 17 power points now, so he's getting a little bit closer to that 25 power point. I do believe he could go for the Shaded Wolf or the Avalanche, so I think Shaded Wolf will be much better in this position, so he can be able to take out all these production buildings of Brabox over here. However, he does need to be concerned as Brabox is going to be getting those upgrades very soon. As soon as he can afford it, of course, as those upgrades are not cheap with 1,000 per pop over there. Brabox has got some Athenian range over here, but needs to be careful. There's no Rohan allies or Rohirrim or Gunner Knights going to be in range to start taking them out and run them over. Theoden going to use that Glorious Charge and going to be able to trample through all these units, I believe. And that's going to be a big pickup there, as he's going to be able to go into his opponent's base and take out some infrastructure, I believe. You do have the fortress once again having those upgrades on it, as Asba doesn't want to be vulnerable to a cav rush. All the Glorious Charges are probably going to be wearing off there, but there's going to be the Hobbit Summon going down all those troops, as well as the Tom Bombadil taking all these troops, and Asba losing a lot of ground here. But Brabox is going to be able to push him back and might be able to take out the Dark Iron Forge there potentially. Asba does have some Dark Rangers in his base over here, but that's pretty much all it is. He doesn't have much else in the way of defense for his base there. You have these snow trolls, however, going to be moving down to harass the south side of the map over here. And a builder be going by for Brabox, and he needs to be careful as he doesn't want to expose where that is going to build, as he will probably lose it if he does. Going to be the Blight as well as the Whirlwind and the White Summon going to be going down there. And all these troops are going to be turning into whites quite quickly, and potentially you could see them push forward and take out 1 or 2 economy buildings over here for Brabox. He does have, however, some troops coming in. Still deciding to opt for those lower 2 units, as he's not expanding his economy enough, I believe, to be able to support the higher 2 units. He does have his own expansion to the north, but I don't think it's really enough there. Might want to go for 2 more. You do have these the Den of Wolves, yes. The Troll and Wolf Den is going to be idle over here. That's not really producing any units, but you do have Brabox having to deal with those snow trolls that are already on the field, harassing now 3 battalions, now 4 battalions, or excuse me, 3 battalions. These 2 units are out of position there. But now 3 battalions of snow trolls is going to be a little bit difficult to deal with, even with the normal cavalry of Men of the West, the Coda and such. These troops over here not really doing anything, kind of just admiring the scenery, I guess. You do have these whites, however, going to be moving in and taking all these troops, and they're going to be melting them quite far. However, you just need to be careful that the wall hub is going to be in there, and it's going to be saving that builder from any sort of damage. Which King going to be going in front of all these troops. It might be able to get the invite that you really want. You do have Asba going to be expanding actually to the southern side of the river over here now, so he's really pushing forward on his opponent there. Going to be the Wildman Summon, however, going down these lines of Brabox. He's going to be taking a lot of damage there. But yeah, Asba now expanding to the southern side of the river over here, and he's kind of encroaching his opponent's territory. He needs to be careful that he doesn't build it in front of his opponent's base, because that's pretty much the ultimate slap of rudeness to your opponent there. Gonna be a Morgul Blade going down there. I'm not sure who it did go down on, but that Trollstone Thrower is going to be working down these buildings from afar. The War Chant going down over there. I really feel like, however, these troops could have benefited from Brabox using that charge attack there and get the free buff over there and save the buff for his other troops. However, I do say that there are no other troops in the field for Brabox, or excuse me, Asba there, or excuse me, Brabox. I do think these Axors need to go home and regen units, as they are level 4 there and be able to regen quite effectively, but needs to not leave them in battle over here. And there's going to be the Shader Wolf summoning on the base of Brabox over here. He's going to be taking a lot of losses here. Going to be working the fortress there. It's not really the best choice, as these summons don't really do a huge amount of damage to the fortress. And he will be moving over and doing the Dark Lord Cement on this level 2 range over here. And you're going to turn around, but actually Brabox is going to be closing out, as he thinks he's not anywhere near his 25 power point, and he's not going to be able to make it there, as he's losing too much there. His opponent is in his base with siege, and he's not able to really make any sort of pushback there, and he just accepts his defeat and concedes the game to his opponent there. So well played to Asba there for being able to take up quite fast and then get to those 25 power points on an edge over his opponent there. I didn't expect actually for him to make the 25 power point first, as he was going for 3 5s there, whereas Brabox only went for 2, as well as he got both of his 15 power points. So I'm not sure what held Brabox back from getting his 25 power point there. But anyway, well played to both players. I hope you all did enjoy this cast. It's kind of a more lax cast, as I'm kind of tired, and that's one thing, but I'm also trying to slow down the cast, trying to make things a little bit more nonchalant, not as hectic, and definitely make sure y'all can understand me a lot better, as I have had people say that you can't really understand me very well. All I know is one thing for certain: if you do put in subtitles on any of my other videos, you will see what I mean by talking fast. YouTube has no idea what I'm saying, and honestly, it's double the entertainment. You can watch a really cool cast, and you can then watch a really funny video, because the subtitles just make it so much enjoyability there. But anyway, thank you for watching. Once again, I say that so much at the end of these rambles here. I say, and thank you much for watching like 7 or 8 times, I'm pretty sure. But if you did enjoy this video, I hope that you will like it. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, I would appreciate if you did subscribe, as well as sharing this channel around in this video round, as I do have some special stuff going to be coming up at 100 subscribers there. So at 100 I will be revealing some stuff, I will be changing some stuff up, nothing too big, nothing too revolutionary and channel changing. We're still going to be doing these casts all the time, don't worry about that. These casts are integral part of my channel, and I will never stop doing casts of the Battle for Middle-earth 2, The Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.2 version 7. A little throwback to my original intro, which was a huge word vomit. But yeah, as long as my channel is operational, these casts will always continue, as my passion will always be for The Rise of the Witch King. But anyway, once again, let's go for the 8th time. Thank you much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you on Sunday, or excuse me, I will see you all tomorrow with a live cast.